Welcome back to Long Box Diving, where we pull comics and story arcs out of the long box. This is, my normal new comic book day video on Tuesday. As you probably noticed, it is not Wednesday, and it is not new comic book day because it is not Wednesday, but there's no new comic book. So it is never new comic book day this week, or maybe probably next week or the week after. Oh, boy. All right, so what do we do instead? Well, we have a lot of local comic book shop. I don't have a lot of local comics. Hey, Captain, how you doing? Just Rican, how you guys doing? We have a local comic book shop. They are hurting. They've already had to lay off people. So what I try to do is go once a week and spend my normal amount of money, and I grab back issues, dollar bin stuff, whatever I can grab, and then I spend my normal amount of money. They're not losing that income. In some way, at least I can help. A lot of people doing auctions of art, auctioning of comic books, and set up GoFundMe's, all that kind of fun stuff. All that is great, and it's fantastic. I'm really excited about it. But I did get some stuff for me today, and normally I like to go through what I got, and I like to give a first impression of what I think about the comic and whether I like it or not. So there's a lot to go through here, so I'm going to go quickly because, as you can see, instead of getting, my normal 8 comics a week, got a lot more. But, when it's the same price, when it turns out to be that same price, it is fantastic. I get a lot more comics. Also, on a second thing, I know a lot of comic shops do deals. Mine does a card, and I have 3 full cards now. I will not use them until after this thing is over because it's not really fair to them. They need the cash. They shouldn't be giving me $15 free. It's not fair to them. So I'm going to keep all that. I'll store it away for later. But what I got, what I think, got to go through it quick because Rod's show's coming on in an hour and a half, and I want to be there for that because it should be interesting. All right, so first I got Batman Detective Comics, number 659. This is part of Nightfall. Chuck Dixon wrote this, and it looks like Batman's getting the Tarby out of it. Looks good. Then Batman Detective Comics 674. I think that's actually Azrael. I don't think that's actually Bruce Wayne. But again, this is written by Dixon with Nolan Hanna doing the art. It looks really good. And I don't know who those twins are. I don't know who those two are. But Batman 675. Again, part of Night Quest. This is actually, it's got the imprint in it. So the cover, you can actually feel the ridges, and that's really cool. Again, written by Dixon, Nolan. And I actually got all these, most of these for $1. I got some stuff that's coming up that I got that are not $1. But here, this one, I like this cover. This is Detective Comics 682. Look at that. That is such a cool looking cover. And it's got ridge. I don't know, you can't really, maybe you can see it a little here, but it's all pressed in there. It's got the ridges. You can actually feel Batman's six-pack right there. All right. Then I picked up some older Justice League of America. This is Justice League of America number 136. This is a 30 center. Look at that. You got Dr. Light on there, Robin, Hawkman, Batman. I don't know who this guy is, but he's a bad guy. I think he's shooting at Robin. So this was really cool. I was very excited to get. I don't know what this is about. It's just one of the oldest ones they have in the box, and I know I don't have it, so I grabbed it. And then I got Justice League number 151. Looks like Wonder Woman is tied to a wheel of death. Yeah. Yeah, it was Captain Comics. That is a pretty nice Joker cover. So these rays passing through your body can't harm you, Wonder Woman, but they've doomed your fellow Justice Leaguers. The Unlucky Seven. So Professor Fortune. That's cool. All right, then we got Justice League 152. Look at Wonder Woman. Yeah. Yeah, all those rainbow colors coming out. The little girl is crushing the Justice League. We got Red Tornado there, Superman, Wonder Woman, Batman, another giant size Justice League of America. All right, then we got Justice League of America number 70. Superman is dead. The morning begins. There's even Guy Gardner looks sad. That doesn't happen often. We got Justice League number 71. Justice League of America. Superman is dead. Who will join? I got another Justice League of America. Number 4. Again, a lot of these are fill-in stuff I have other part of the runs, and I need to fill that stuff in. Now is a good time. I've got the cash. They're open for appointments only. They only let a few people in at a time. Other stores doing the same thing or curbside pickup. And then you go in and you just kind of spend the same amount of money you're going to spend. Just get some back issues, get some stuff to fill in your runs. Then I have not collected this run before. But I was able to pick up a few of these because he had a bunch of these in the dollar bin. But I like team books, so I decided to give it a chance. The Defenders, number 101. And so we got Hellcat there, Valkyrie, the Hulk, Silver Surfer, Doctor Strange. I'm not sure who that guy is with the cape there. All right. Then we got Defenders 110. Again, the guy with the cape. I have no idea who the guy with the cape is. Devil Slayer fights for his very soul. Maybe his name is Devil Slayer. I'll go with that. Devil Slayer. All right. Then we got 111. To the Devil, a Daughter. Hellcat is. I looked at the Devil's got Hellcat. That ain't good. All right, then we got Defenders 112. Now we got look like Vision, Scarlet Witch, Beast has all joined the team, or maybe they're just part of Overmind. I don't know. Defenders 121. And Defenders 122. So yeah, I picked up a lot of Defenders. They had a lot in the box, man. For $1, might as well. When these were printed in 1983, so a nice 1983 and it's a dollar comic, and it's got some great characters in it. Beast, look at Beast saved a puppy. Look at that. That's cool. All right, then Defenders 124. I'm not sure who the devil guy is. I don't know, the gargoyle guy. I don't know who this is. And then Angel's there. This team changes a lot. Then we got the new Defenders, 125. We got Angel, Valkyrie, and Moondragon. The oldest Avengers I have. It's right there. Number 32. It was sent to me by a very special friend of mine, Rod the Rican. Thank you very much, sir. It has a place of honor right above my head. All right. Then we got the new Defenders, number 126. I don't know who that dude is, but he's messing everybody up. And now Iceman's involved. All right, so new Defenders, number 127. Archangel or Angel in the hands of some giant robot monster thing. Hey, Gray Man, how you doing? I'm just going through my new to you comic book day video. It's a day early because hey, there's no new comic book, so I can do my new to you comic book day video any day I want. These are the ones I got today from my comic book store because I just was bored, so I figured, hey, if you guys are open between 12 and 3 and you're open to appointments, I'll run down and grab some comics because I need to get out. I had my mask, I had my hand sanitizer, and I was good. All right. Beware assistant editors month. Didn't say we didn't warn you. No, it has a little tag here. That's cool. It says, warning, surgeons have generally determined the assistant editor's month is dangerous to your health. I don't. Okay. The New Defenders 128. This is, again, that looks like a cool cover. I like the way it's drawn. I mean, look at Valkyrie. Look at Angel. I mean, this is such a well done cover. The hatching there. Probably a very silly story, Grayman. You're right. Kevin Nolan did this. I think Kevin Nolan did this cover. This is it's just a fantastic cover. The New Defenders 129. It looks like they are taking on the New Mutants. We got Archangel, Beast, Cannonball, Reigns there, Sunspot, Moonstone. It looks like Etrigan. But it can't be Etrigan because Etrigan is in the DC universe. So I don't know who that is. Grayman, maybe you know who that is. You read all this stuff, right? Yeah, you've already read all this. All right, New Defenders, 130. And this is another one of those covers that I was just like, wow. That is, so his name is Gargoyle, right? That's what I thought. I mean, this is a beautiful cover. Just her with the sword, and the braid coming down, and then the Valkyrie, the Pegasus. That's just a great looking cover. All right. And then Rod, if you're still here, Daredevil 319. Daredevil Fall from Grace. Now, on my channel, I actually reviewed the Fall for Grace story arc in whole. I did not get the prologue. I did not actually cover the prologue, but I did cover the whole story arc. It was a fantastic story arc. One of the first real introductions to Daredevil I had. I started reading Zdarsky's Daredevil, which I really, really enjoyed. And so I went ahead and I had this. So I'm like, hey, I'm going to read Fall from Grace and do a story arc review. It'll be fresh to me, fresh to you guys. And it was fantastic. I mean, there was so many, Venom was in it. There were so many people in that Fall from Grace storyline. And then I found the prologue today at the store. Now, you see that? I think that's Daredevil. And I think that's the Empire State Building. Would he survive? He would. He can't fly, right? He has super senses. So even if he can see that there's something to grab onto, it's still going to hurt because he can't defy physics. Or maybe he has a parachute on. I don't know. All I know is that was scary. All right, then I picked up Dazzler. The story arc was really good. I mean, he fought the Daredevil, which was an incarnation of himself, looking more like a devil. He fought Venom. He fought Elektra. Everybody's in it. It was really good. Dazzler 17. That's true. Hey, I think they explain his super senses really good. And I actually enjoy it. But yes, you do have to throw a lot of logic out because you're like, he can hear people talk all the way across the prison. I do like when writers, show he has super hearing, but then the clanging of certain things or water falling throws his senses off because it's too acute. It's actually causing him problems. I've read a couple books that done that, and that is really good. Really good to read. It adds that layer of like, okay, there is some problems with this super senses. It makes it hard to do certain things when it's too much. So I did get Dazzler 17. Her and Warren kissing while Doc Ock is trying to get them. Dazzler 18. Dazzler versus the Absorbing Man. Yeah, that's true. He does seem to just dive out of windows and stuff on a whim. But usually he ends up to be okay. Dazzler 19. Black Bolt. Now, this really, when I saw this cover, this really raised a nice question to me. Who would win between Dazzler and Black Bolt? That would be an interesting combination or an interesting fight. And them actually working together, geez, who could stop them? That was crazy. And then I got Dazzler 24. There's Dazzler with Iron Power Man and the Iron Fist. Exactly, Gray Man. Exactly. So can she be hurt by the sound, or can she convert the sound fast enough and beam it back at him as laser? Jeez, I don't know. Darkhawk 13. Look at that Venom on there. That is a creepy looking Venom. And he's got Darkhawk all wrapped up. Darkhawk 37. He is fighting Venom again. Look at that. I got 2 Darkhawk versus Venom books today. All right. And then I got this one because, Venom's looking creepy on it. And Botchlo, I really like Botchlo's art. Look at Venom on that cover. That's just creepy. Creepy. Look at him eating the town, like munching the town down. Hey, Scott. How you doing, man? I'm doing my new to you comic book day. Normally I do new comic book day on Wednesday, but no new comics, so I'm doing it tonight. Yeah, I do 2 Captain Comics. I see the BGs, the long hair, the open shirt. I'm like, yeah, that just seems like the era for sure. Yeah, Scott, I had to call. I Facebooked ahead of time and said, "Are you going to be in? Stay in alive. Are you going to be in? Because I feel like getting out, and I'll run down and just take a look real quick and spend my money today instead of tomorrow." And they're like, "Yeah, we're coming in for another appointment." So I ran down as quick as I could. All right, then we have Uncanny Avengers. Uncanny Avengers number 1. Filling in some of the run that I have already. Staying alive. All right, and this is a weird one to me. You got the Lady Cap. I remember seeing her in an illustration or an advertisement, but I don't remember who she is. You got Lady Thor, but you got the regular Thor in the back too. So, Uncanny Avengers number 4. This one is with Rick Remender. No problem, Scott. Like I said, I'm just showing off books I picked up today. Rick Remender, Daniel Acuna. It looks like it has the High Evolutionary in it, but I saw this. I'm like, Rick Remender, I really like his work. So then we got Uncanny Avengers number 5. Again, Rick Remender and Acuna. Am I saying that close to right there, Rod? If you know, Acuna, yeah. That gray and a squiggly is like, it has a Y sound, doesn't it? I don't remember. My Spanish is not good. But yeah, it looks like the High Evolutionary there. We got Rogue, Wolverine. Yeah. Akuna Matata for the rest of your days. Now I grew up. Well, I went to high school in San Diego. So I learned to say certain phrases in Spanish, but and most of them not good. I did learn. Mi nombre es Jacobo. El domingo el autobús. I've lost it. It's been so long now. But Uncanny X-Men 19. Again, Rick Remender and Acuna. Kang. And then it looks like we got some Doom action right there. And there's the guy with the harpoon, Ahab, and then Thor. I don't know what's going on with this. Look at it. Look at the Spider-Man on there. Someone is an octopus. All right. And then the Uncanny Avengers #3. This is Dugan. Look at that. Cable looks built. I mean, look at those shoulders, dude. Who wears shoulder pads like that? Uncanny Avengers #4. The Oddball Special. Looks like Rogue just tossed Deadpool. That would be funny. You know, and Scott, I started with Marvel so long ago. I still love Marvel. I want Marvel to do well because I like the Marvel characters, especially Avengers. Or not Avengers, the X-Men. I just wish somebody could just fix. I want to go back, more of a nostalgia type thing. Now, the idea, and I was thinking, an idea of Uncanny Avengers would actually be an interesting movie, in my opinion. You could have some of the old Avengers and bring in some X-Men characters and put them into an Uncanny Avengers run and have them go against, Kang or Ahab or even Sinister of some sort. So that would be fantastic. Now, I've got a lot of DC, and I've recently started collecting a lot of DC, and I've been reading those, and I'm loving it. The New 52, great stuff. I've been picking up a lot of old that, and I've also gotten into a lot of trade paperbacks of stuff that's I haven't read yet, like Black Science. I just picked up Low. There's some old trade paperbacks of things I haven't read before. The Sixth Gun, some great stuff. Tomasi is really good. I like Vendetti. I like Tomasi. I like Scott Snyder's run of stuff. Some stuff I like of Scott Snyder's. Others are like Undiscovered Country. I have it up there because it's signed, but honestly, the book bores the crap out of me. I like Rick Remender. Right. He does? Yeah. And I like Tomasi's Superman run. I liked, I think he was doing Super Sons too. Like that. He's got some. Doc John also does some good stuff, but I think he's gone now, right? All right, so I got Uncanny Avengers, the New Avengers #4. It looks like all of them are wrapped up with an old god, and apparently there's a Squirrel Girl in here, and a Hulkling looks like it. I don't know. And then I picked up West Coast Avengers. #28, West Coast Avengers #28. And finally, I picked up the West Coast Avengers #97. The West Coast Avengers, I loved the West Coast Avengers when it first came out, and I started collecting it. I love that stuff. It was a team with not a lot of superpowers on it. They had Wonder Man, they had Iron Man, which is but most of the people on the team, you had Mockingbird, you had Hawkeye, you had Wanda, you had Vision, you had the Spider-Woman came on for a while. You had Moon Knight was on the team for a while, and it was just great. West Coast Avengers was great, and they're always solving problems with just a small team of not super powered people, but it was great. It stopped around issue 100 something. It just kind of ended. Then do you remember Great Lakes Avengers? The first Great Lake Avengers that came out, I remember reading that. It was kind of mixed into the West Coast Avengers, and then Great Lake Avengers came out, and it was more of a comedy. I don't remember if Captain Marvel was on it. It's been a while since I reread it. But I know in the Great Lake we had the Impossible Man or Immortal Man. We had Door Man. We had Flat Man. We had Big Barda, and we had it was crazy. It was crazy stuff, and they tried to reboot it here recently. Yep, Doorman, Immortal Man. Immortal Man can die, come back. That's his only power. He can't die, or he does die, but he comes back. Doorman can open dementia. Big Bertha, I think she was a supermodel that just expanded when she turned into her superpowers. I don't remember exactly. And then Flatman was like Mr. Fantastic, but he turned 2D. And the team was horrible, and it was like a comedy team. Yeah, you got to look up Great Lake Avengers. There was an original run back in the 90s, and then there was another run that came out 2012, something like that. They tried to reboot it. But yeah, that was silly. But yeah, I don't remember. I mean, she may have been. I just don't remember her being on the team. I know Wonder Man was. I know Iron Man was. And then it turned into so War Machine came and joined the team. Moon Knight joined the team. I don't know if they actually were trying to be funny, Scott. I think they actually were really trying to expand on the Avengers. And whoever came up with the idea of these, let's do powers that have never been done before type thing. And it didn't work. It only lasted a couple, like 8 issues or something like that. And then they rebooted it. And I think the second reboot was actually rebooted as a comedy. Yep. Tiger was on it. Yep. Hank Pym was on it. Well, Hank was kind of on it. And then U.S. Agent Kane was forced on the team. Hawkeye and Mockingbird were both on it. Yep. Wanda was on the team, and so was Vision. Yeah, the Legion of Substitute Heroes. That was great with Bouncing Boy. All the other guys they had on that. That was hilarious. So you think it was intentionally funny? I found it just ridiculous. So I thought at first it was, but I wasn't sure because I don't know. It wasn't actually sold as a joke. But it was ridiculous. But guys, that is all the comics I have for today. And I don't have any other topic. I did. I have a bunch of other comics I could talk about, but now Bouncy Boy was a superhero, but then he became part of the Substitutes when he took time off after he got married to Triplicate Girl, who lost one of her triplicates and she became Dual Girl. And so I think they actually both joined the Substitute Heroes or the backup heroes. I thought it was Substitute Heroes they joined, but they took a time off. The Legion of Superheroes was probably one of the only DC books I read with any consistency growing up. Yep. Yeah, Duo Damsel. But I thought she was a triplicate, and then one of the sisters or triples died, and she became Duo Damsel at that point, I thought. Porcupine Pete, yep. Yeah, Gray Man's like a walking encyclopedia of these comics. It just let him tell you. Yeah, he'll tell you. I have to go pull out the book and go, what was it again? He just rattles it off. Yeah, so all right, guys. So that's all I have for today for our new comic book day. Again, support your local comic book shop. I plan to do game night again Sunday. We still have a lot of comics that we haven't actually shown you. Here, let me. You can see that stack over there. There's 3 or 4 boxes over there that has not been reviewed. We have not shown those yet. They are all still new haul stuff. So all that's new haul stuff. I've got a ton of stuff up and down here. So we will probably do another game night Sunday. another Covers Against Humanity or something along that sorts. We had so much fun, Captain Comics. We were cracking up. We were talking about it a long time afterwards, just how much fun we had with it. So that'll probably be again Sunday night, and we'll have another game night like that. The gender swap disease. That's great. Hey, Two Gun Pedro, how you doing, man? Yeah, so support your local comic shop if you can, if they're still open. I know a lot of comic shops around are like closed during this time. I know some of them are reduced hours. I know our store here is doing, trying to do stuff on eBay. They're opening up for reservations, so you can go in and say, "Hey, can I get an appointment?" and go in and buy back issues. Just do what you can. Help your stores out through this time until we can get some new comics again. Maybe Captain Marvel showed up once or twice. I don't remember. Hey, Toy Crunch 70, how you doing? Yeah, we were just hanging out because I was doing my New to You comic book day. This is what I picked up today from the local comic book store. I can go through it again since we got some new people that came in since then. And I think Scott, I think you missed most of this too, by the way. But yeah, so we had a New to You comic book day, and it might as well do New to You comic book day on Tuesday because there's no new comic books Wednesday, so I could do it today. No, nobody's gonna care, right? So I picked up some Batman. There were some cool Batman covers in here. Nude to You. That is a whole different genre there, Scott. This one here, I think this is actually Azrael. It has a nice metallic imprint type cover. And this Batman here. You can actually kind of see it, but you can actually feel Batman six-pack. I know that's weird and creepy. Yep. Yeah, my Two Gun, my comic book store is basically selling back issues. So I picked up a lot of dollar books. I try to spend the same amount I normally spend at my on a normal Wednesday. I think I got all of this like $35. So, I mean, they really discount a lot of it, and they're doing 75% off on $20 less back issues. I didn't get to the bat junk there, Gray Man, just the abs, because I have a six-pack. It's just in the cooler. I want to remember how it feels. All right, so I picked up this Justice League of America. That's a number 136. Joker getting his lights knocked out. And Justice League, again, we're talking about the rainbow. You have a 12-pack. I carry around a keg. And so, I mean, there were some good ones in here, some older Defenders. I haven't collected Defenders yet in forever. So I filled out some Justice League stuff. I picked up a lot of new Defenders. I haven't actually collected Defenders yet, so I got Marshmallow stack. Got some the prologue of Daredevil. I was talking about how I actually did the whole story arc of this one, Fall from Grace. So that was cool. Got some Dazzler. We were having a discussion about Dazzler with Black Bolt. Who would win? Dazzler versus Black Bolt. Who would win? Because she can turn sound into light, and his whole stick is sound, right? So could she convert the sound of his voice faster than he could actually hurt her with it? Some Darkhawk. And then we got some Sinister Spider-Man. I think I read 2 volumes of Bone Parish Captain Comics. I have not finished it. But I'd like to. I just haven't gotten around to it yet. Look at that Sinister Spider-Man. Look at that. That is just creepy looking to me. She did do it to Claw, but Claw is not technically on the same level as Black Bolt. Black Bolt was supposed to be able to destroy a whole planet with his voice. So she has to. I don't know if she has to hear the sound. I don't remember. But yeah, Darkhawk was very underrated, and actually, we just finished a story arc where he was tied in with Spider-Man, Sidekick's Revenge, and when he first got his power, Darkhawk was a pretty cool character. I enjoyed. I think, did he join the New Warriors at one point? I think he may have, or been around with them for a while. But that was cool. I don't remember if she has to actually hear it, Gray Man. I don't remember. I just don't. Then I picked up some Uncanny Avengers. Filling in some of my Uncanny Avengers run. I like the Rick Remender run a lot. I like how he used Red Skull taking the power of Professor X and becoming telepathic. And can you imagine Red Skull with Professor X's power? It's just crazy. And I think they actually had to defeat him with Magneto's helmet or something like that. It's crazy. I want to finish reading the whole thing, but I've only read pieces here and there. For some reason, I just didn't get the Uncanny X-Men for some reason. No. Oh, you do? That's cool. I have hit and miss on Darkhawk right now. I'm trying to finish out my New Warriors, and once I have that, then I may wrap back around and pick up some Greyhawk. Yeah. Hey, Toy Crunch, do you want the new Warriors, the new Warriors, or the Doo-Doo Warriors? And I picked up some new Avengers, Ewing Sandoval. That looks kind of creepy. Mora Dune, Space Wizard of the Fifth Cosmo. And then picking up some West Coast Avengers. You see Wonder Man, Moon Knight, Tigra. There's Hank Pym. Yeah, he's right there. That's Hank Pym. And this is where they're fighting the Zodiac. That was a great series. And then War Machine. Yeah. Yeah, Tiger is a great. I mean, when they showed her having when she was becoming very, very, I don't know how to phrase that. She was flirting with everybody, and you come to find out it wasn't her fault. It was something to do with the cat persona that they put onto her, and she had to fight that as well. That was a fantastic read. Because she's flirting with Wonder Man, she's flirting with Hawkeye, and she's doing it was fantastic to watch. Her dealing with trying to struggle with this issue. It was great. Yeah. I'm sure you would, Gray Man. I mean, it is Tigra, right? Did you really, Scott? I mean, she was like one of the only superheroes that ran around in a bikini. I mean, the whole time, right? And then they hooked up with Hellcat, and for a while, she actually helped the team, the original Hellcat, and that was cool. Yeah, we were all 13, and we all read comics, and so yeah, Tiger is on the list for sure. All right, guys. So that was all I have for this tonight. I've got to head off and get ready to watch Rod's show at some point, and then I got to finish getting dinner done. Getting the kids ready, all that fun stuff. You know how it is. So I appreciate everybody joining us. Scott, Gray Man, Toy Crunch, man. Thanks for coming around and joining us. Captain Comics. We had Two Gun Pedro, man. Thanks for showing up. Rod, thanks for being here. And going all the way back, man. We had a bunch of people here tonight, so I appreciate everybody that showed up tonight. Rod the Rican, Just a Rican in his comics. I think he's doing. He's actually doing new faces, and no new books, new faces, or something along those lines. Because there's no new comic book, so you can't do buy or pass. So he's going to do a little spin on it. So we'll see how that turns out. It sounded good. And thanks, guys, for showing up, and we'll see you next time here in the Long Box.